Next, we are going to see with the vertical oscillation of a spring. Already we have seen with the horizontal oscillation in which the spring has been connected in this way and mass is attached here and the spring is made to move towards the right and the left position. This is for horizontal, is it not? Here is the vertical oscillation of a spring. So one side it has been attached, other side you are going to place a mass and you are going to extend it, okay, to the position of y. Yes, and first the length is L, then the length becomes this L plus L. Okay. Let us consider a massless spring with a stiffness constant or force constant K which is attached to the ceiling and the length before loading of the mass be L. So before loading the length is considered as L and if M is a mass which is been attached then it elongates to the length of small l. Okay. So if mass is attached first எதுவுமே mass attach பண்ணல அப்படின்னும் போது length எப்படி இருக்கு L இருக்கு. Then after attaching the mass the length extends to L, small l. Okay, so the total length is L plus L. Okay, and F1 be the restoring force and due to the mass M the gravitation force is acting vertically downward. Yes, it is downward and using the free body diagram when the system is in the equilibrium. So this you are drawing as a free body diagram. This is a mass. Okay, so whenever there is a mass we know that it has a downward gravitational force and here it has a upward force which is a restoring force, is it not? That restoring force is equal to what? Minus K into L. We know already F proportional to L, is it not? Because F is proportional to the displacement. We'll be writing as X. Here it is written as L. And now to remove this proportionality, the constant is K. So K into L. Okay. So we are writing like this. So this plus this that is equal to 0. So F1 plus mg that is equal to 0. So here we are writing this as F1 proportional to L. So F1 is equal to K into L. So substitute this value of F1 in this. So minus KL plus mg is equal to 0. Bring this term this side. So minus this becomes as plus. So mg is equal to K into L. Now bring this K down and G this side. So M divided by K because K is brought down, okay, which is equal to L is already here. G we are bringing down. So L divided by G. Okay, so have this value as it is. Yes, next is suppose small force is being applied to oscillate up and down, then the displacement becomes as y plus L. Okay, so here first condition is displacement we are writing as L alone. Okay, now the displacement we are going to write as y plus L. Okay, same way proportional to, so to remove this constant is minus K. Now multiply this minus K inside. So minus Ky minus K into L. Okay. So this F2 again if you draw the free body diagram for this we can write this as F2 plus mg is equal to m into A because here we are having the gravity also. Okay. F2 plus mg is equal to m into A. Yes. Now what is the value of F2 is we know as minus Ky minus KL plus mg which is equal to m into A. So instead of A we are writing as d square y divided by dt square. Yes. So this is the equation which we have got for the second one. Yes, clear? So next is F is equal to F2 plus mg. Okay, this is a net force. So F2 is equal to what? Minus Ky minus Kl. Okay, plus mg. Yes, and we know that already mg is equal to what? K into L. So which we have seen. Yes, so instead of this mg we are writing as KL here. So minus KL plus KL get cancelled. So we get F is equal to minus K into Y. Yes. Now, what is the equation for F? Already we know is F is equal to m into A. This is from Newton's second law, is it not? So F is equal to m into A. Now, comparing these two equations, we get, and we know already with the equation which is A is equal to minus omega square y, and the equation which we write is what? Omega square x. Here the displacement is y, so we are writing as omega square y. Comparing these two equations, we get m into A is equal to minus k into y. Now from this A is equal to, bring this down, so we get minus k by m into y. Okay, so have this equation. and this equation you are going to compare. So this is also a is equal to, and this is also, so we get minus omega square y, which is equal to minus k by m into y. Now minus get cancelled, same way y get cancelled, so we get omega square is equal to k by m. From this, omega is equal to what? Root of k divided by m. Okay, so this value of omega we are going to substitute in the place of time period. So what is the formula for time period? We know omega t is equal to 2 pi divided by omega, is it not? So divided by omega, we can write this as reverse. So we get t is equal to 2 pi into root of m divided by k. Okay, so these are the steps. So if we just write with the two steps, that won't be enough, because we will not be able to understand. Only if you write with the steps, you will be able to understand with this clearly. Okay, next, and we know m divided by k is equal to what? L divided by L. L divided by G. Just now we saw, it's not so. Instead of m divided by k, we are writing as L divided by G. Okay. From this, if you have to get the value of G alone, okay, so what we are going to do in this is squaring on both the sides. Okay. So the equation which we have is T is equal to 2 pi into root of L divided by G. Yes. Now squaring on both the sides, so we get t square, which is equal to 4 into pi square into L divided by G. Now bring this G this side and t square bringing down, so we get G, which is equal to 4 pi square into L divided by t square. Okay, so we have got the value of G, which is acceleration due to gravity. Okay, so this is about the vertical oscillation of a spring. Yes, clear with this? Okay, thank you.